Sorry, my bad. Take a right, go down 2 blocks. I didn't know. Hi, thank you for tuning in to That's the Setup podcast. I'm your host, Sharika Duncan, a new author of the Setup novel. Check me out on Instagram at Sharika Duncan and on Facebook as Sharika Duncan Author or my website, sharikaduncan.com.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to That's the Setup podcast. I'm your host, Sharika Duncan. Joining me today, we have a special day for you guys. We have my wonderful co-host, Miss Roland Mayhew.
Hi, everyone. Welcome again.
Yes. Roland, what do we have going on today? Why is it so special for us?
Well, it's special because we have a guest on our show, and he's just not your average guest. So we've been working with him, and you've known him for a while, but he's got this company that he's created, and it's been going on for a couple of years, and we just want to spotlight that company, his company, and the events that he's got coming up. So without further ado, I would like for him to introduce himself, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, how are you all doing? I want to say hey to your guests and your listeners, and I want to thank you all first for inviting me on your show. But yeah, my name is Adam Allen. I'm representing Phi Entertainment, and I'm just happy to be here and to talk with you all. So.
Yeah. And you guys have Phi Entertainment, so it's PHI Entertainment.
Yeah.
When you guys wanted to look it up and stuff like that. So, and his name is Adam. Thank you, Adam, for joining us. So let's start with the name, Phi Entertainment. Where did that come from? How did you come up with it? Why?
Okay. Well, I came up with it a couple of years back, I would say like 2012, or the end of 2011, but I got the name in 2012 when I officially started the company. But I went to FAMU, for A&M. And I was in different dance groups and different step teams, and the teams just had the name Phi in it, so I liked Phi. So I said, okay, I'm going to use that. And then looking up the term Phi, looking up some of just the background in, it's like unknown, mysterious. And so I'm like, okay, that's kind of the group, how I want my company, unknown, mysterious, is not just doing one thing. And my company, being that we do a variety show, we don't just do one thing. It's a lot of unknowns. We like to do the things that other people don't do. So.
Okay, so let's take it back. You said a stepping group. Did you used to step?
Yes, I actually stepped when I came to FAMU, and dating my age. But in 1998, I first came to FAMU, and I joined the step team. And then after that, because of creativity, I guess, they actually gave me the team at the end of my freshman year. And then like I said, I like being creative and trying to do different things. And other teams start seeing this, and they start just randomly calling me or approaching me and say, hey, we want you to put together for a show for our team. So I ended up throughout the years doing choreography for 14 different groups between FSU, FAMU, TCC. That's actually step teams and dance groups. I've had a total of 164 competitions and got 157 first places. So, I like to perform.
Wait a second. Wait. Pump the brakes. Let's pump this train right here. Let's acknowledge this accomplishment. That is a major accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
How many competition wins did you collect?
Okay. Well, I'm not for sure, but competition-wise, I've had throughout all the different groups that I did choreography for, 164 competitions and 167 first places. So.
Wonderful. Guys, do you hear this? Obviously, now, Mr. Allen, I must ask you, can I call you Adam?
Oh, that's totally fine.
Okay, Adam. Now, I'm very impressed by that. And I just want to acknowledge, because right now you're explaining the accomplishments, and I just want to get an idea of what it took to achieve that many victories. Like, where did it all start? How did it all start? Is that how Spy Entertainment began, within you being a coach?
Yes, in a sense, yes. Like I said, I started on the team in '98, and then, like I said, I just love to perform because I'm from a small town, Jasper, Florida. But I really didn't see stepping before growing up.
Wow.
Well, I thought,
Jasper, Florida is near Lake City, Florida.
Near Lake City, Florida, Live Oak, Florida, and on the other side of Madison, Florida. So, yeah, little small town, but I love my city. So, but yeah, I never saw it really growing up. And then my senior year in high school, getting ready to go to college, I saw it twice. One was on an episode of Fresh Prince when Will and Carlton was pledging, and then I saw one on the NAACP Awards, and they had all the Greeks doing a thing together. I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then when I got to college, I saw a group, and I was like, I said, I want to try that. And then I tried it for the team, and then ended up making the team. And then
what was the name of the team? Like, what was the name of the team?
Okay, well, the name of the team was called G5, like Gamma 5, and that was started off being dorm step team. And usually afterwards, they'll, the end of the year, they'll give it to the team to like a senior or a junior. And they gave it to me the end of my freshman year, and because they just said I was creative and they didn't want to see what I can do. And then I start getting other calls from other people after they start seeing what I was doing with my team. So.
Okay. So I know that you said that from there you started to want to create something where it's like a variety show where you showcase unknown things. So I went and tried to read some of your information online so I can get to know you. And I read somewhere that you were influenced by Flip Wilson and In Living Color. So is that the type of variety?
Yes. Like say with Fire. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So yes, those are some of my, well, definitely In Living Color, but those are some of my main influences with Fire Entertainment. Because Fire Entertainment, we're a performing arts-based entertainment company, so we specialize in stepping, dancing, acting, singing, spoken word. But we also do a lot more. We also do festivals. We also do movies. We also write plays. But the main premise of the company is a variety show. So to put you in the mind frame of Flip Wilson or Dean Martin or the In Living Color show, but we do a little more than they do. So. But yeah, those are like my influences.
Okay. So when you decided you wanted to start this business and you worked hard for it and you started to transition over, what was one of your very first events or very first, how was the event that you put together under this Fire Entertainment?
That would have had to be a couple of different step shows. And usually all the step shows that I do, and it's always with a group that hasn't really performed before, which I love, because I love taking a group that hasn't performed or don't know how to step or either don't know how to dance, and I like to make them win and stuff. But I also like to just get creative and do things that the audience really haven't seen, and so I think that's why we also win. I like to put creativity in there, and with the step shows, I think that's how I also got started with the writing, because I would put a lot of different sketches within those step shows. So it wouldn't be the typical step show. It might be like a live type commercial within a show. So we'll put in comedy, we'll put in like some drama in there, but I like to try to give them everything. So that's kind of how I got started with everything too. So.
Okay. I mean, wow. I just want to value all of this because it's a lot. Like, you guys do so much to where I want to make sure we allow our listeners to gravitate to everything that you're doing. And, let me just ask, I remember I just overheard Walon ask you if Flip Wilson was one of your, mentors per se in the industry of entertainment. Were there any, like, instruments that you play or pursued theater? I know I heard you say step dance. So did you
Mm-hmm.
partake theater somewhere in your youth?
In a sense, yes. We'll start with the instruments. I was percussionist growing up, so I was in the band from middle school to high school. So I was like section leaders with middle school and high school. I played the snare drums. I can read and write percussion music, but those were my main instruments, like snare drum. But I played different ones. And as far as with the band, I think that also, being in the band, that helped me to, be able to like form different beats, and, you got to form different beats with steps and stuff, be able to do different patterns, make different songs. So being in percussion, that really helped me, I believe, growing up. But as far as with the theater aspect of it, I wasn't, let me see how I can put this without sounding bad. I know my mom listened to this too. I wasn't in the theater, and this is why. And this is why, though. It's crazy how it turns out. Okay, so my mom, she's an English teacher. I love what she did and stuff, but at the time, now I want to just talk to all the young people now, about this. But my mom, she was an English teacher, and she was also a drama teacher. So growing up, she used to have me reading all the time. She used to have me doing all kind of reports. She used to have me, speaking properly, talking right. So I hated everything with English. I hated everything with writing and theater. And I didn't want to do anything, with that. However, I want to say this to the young people, when your parents talk to you, or older person talk to you and things of that nature, saying, hey, this is going to better your future. I'm a prime example of you never know how it's going to help your future and turn out. Because, like I said, I didn't want to do any of that, and even though my mom had me in it, because she was saying, it can help you for your future. You just never know. You should always want to learn. And now look at me. I'm writing. I'm doing plays and stuff. I'm doing theater. So it listen to your parents. Listen to older people, young people. They're not just telling you this just cause. It can benefit your future. But that's how I was in theater and with band. So
That's awesome. And it sounds like you were in a positive environment, one that actually, supported your dreams and visions also. Now, just to follow back to, you mentioned, or Lolan definitely, she did her homework, obviously. You go, girl. You mentioned Flip Wilson was one of your, are there any other mentors that you want to, or guided you along your way outside of Flip?
Definitely, like I said, the Living Color Show, Keenan Ivory Wayne's, just doing research on him and seeing all the things that he's put together, his projects, and then just his family in general. They're still doing projects and working and stuff, but just the Waynes and stuff. Dean Martin too, but definitely the main would be Keenan Ivory Wayne's, and then just the Waynes. Like I said, I've kind of built my platform off of In Living Color, but like I said, we do, a lot more, hence the step in the dancing, the acting, the spoken word. But I mean, to bring it forward a little bit as far as people that I look at in the industry, just with work ethic, and then just some of the things that they do, like Tyler Perry, Kevin Hart and his work ethic, Dave Chappelle, like Wayne Brady, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, just people of like those. Even though I look in different genres, whether singers and things of that nature, but I just look at different people,
Okay. So with all that being said, I know that you it sounds like you're very disciplined, that's for sure, because it takes a lot of discipline to, to focus, to read and write music, to put together a routine, to step, to dance, and to teach other people. So you're like a natural born leader for sure, right? So I know you've been working hard, and you've got this event coming up on May 9th. Now with this COVID-19 thing going on, is this event still on schedule? And if so, can you tell us more about it? And I really want you to take your time and tell us more about it, because you want these listeners to know about it and to go and support it however way they can. Okay?
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Well, we'll start with the event, how it started in general. Well, this year, Fire Independent, we want to do something, or we're doing something different in general, but we want to do something different for up-and-coming artists. Because generally when you see a concert, you'll see like a concert of, established artists or there'll be comedians or there'll be singers or there'll just be, some one type of performing artist. But what I wanted to do, I was like, okay, I want to put together something for a various, because we're a variety show, company. So I want to do something for the various type of artists. So what we put together was a 2020 up and coming artist tour. And with this particular tour, it was just going to give phenomenal artists a chance that don't really get the chance to shine and everything. So the artists, this tour is going to spotlight some of the hottest artists, coming up in the various forms in the performing arts field, whether they were steppers, dancers, actors, singers, poets, DJs, or comics. So we want to give those artists a chance. And we were supposed to do a 25-city tour. And our first tour dates were going to be on April 10th and April 11th. As you know, the virus, shut down everything, and, that's understandable. So we couldn't really go on tour. The tour was actually put on pause. But what we decided to do, and I didn't want the artists just to, go home and, they had already put so much into it, because all the artists for the tour, what they had to do, they auditioned. But the artists that they were chosen for the tour, they were going to have to stay in Tallahassee, change their lives. They were going to come to Tallahassee, stay here for 6 to 7 months for the duration of the tour, and we were going to take care of everything for them. Because I feel like
so these are not just local artists. These you reach out to artists from all different places, right? This is not just locally from where you're from.
Correct, exactly. And we felt like, we hear these bad stories about what the other companies do to artists, and we never want to be that type of company. So I feel like if an artist is going to change their life to, come perform for Fire Entertainment, this is what we did for the artists. They came down and everything like that. So we said we're going to get them artist development. So that's a given. But also we paid for the housing. So bought a house for the artists to stay in. They don't have to pay for electricity. They don't have to worry about housing. They don't have to worry about cable, things of that nature. So so I'm like, you all are changing your lives for us, so we want to help your life as well. So, and obviously they were going to get paid to perform on the tour as well. But like I said, once the virus hit, we couldn't no longer perform. So we said, okay, well, we're not going to just send you back home. What we're doing, we're still, we rehearse, in a safe way. We're still rehearsing. And I didn't send the artists back. So, and it's kind of probably dangerous to send them back on a bus or a plane. So I was like, no, we're still going to work this thing out. We're still going to pay for everything. Y'all don't owe us anything. We want to keep you safe. We don't want to put you back on the road, probably getting exposed to something. So, no, you're just going to be here. So the artist is still here. We still rehearse, socialize, talk with each other. So, and then we couldn't do the actual tour on the road, because it's not safe out there right now. Even though some of these governors are opening up stuff, it's still not safe out there right now. So we decided that we'll stream the tour. So we are going to, on May 9th, we're actually going to do like a stream the tour. It's going to be pay-per-view, but for like a small fee, very small fee. So we're going to stream the tour, and the artists are going to get their chance to, show everybody their talent. Because we got a lot of phenomenal artists. And it's just going to be on May 9th. It's going to be a really great show. And it's the quarantine edition, though. But it's still going to be a phenomenal show that we have put together for you all.
Okay, so to just make sure, recap, May 9th, it's going to be you're going to stream this tour. So it's like a virtual tour now because of COVID-19, correct? And
correct, yes.
It's like, so you mentioned something about pay-per-view. So it's going to be paid event to stream it. Is that correct?
Correct. But like pay-per-view, like $5.
Okay. And what platform will you be using for
with the streaming service that we're using? It's going to be able to be shown on each platform, like Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. It's going to be on our website as well. So our website, www.phientertainment.net. So they can go on there, click the link, and it'll take them directly to the player page and everything. So, but it'll be able to be streamed on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and people can actually watch it on their phones, from their tablets, from their computers, from the smart TV. So, so it'll be able to stream on different things. And it's a family-oriented show, so you don't have to worry about, I got to put my kids to bed. No, it's, even though we have comedians, we have comedians, DJs, just a variety of talent. So, but the whole family can watch.
That's awesome. What I'm amazed about is I'm sure you have great artists, for sure. Because like I said, it sounds like you're a natural born leader. So I'm sure you're very particular in, who you choose during audition, and you have your steps and all that stuff that you take. What really amazes me is that because of this virus, you had to kind of like change your plan around. And by changing your plan around, you didn't disregard the artists and their efforts, and that you actually kept them close by. And, you provided home and electricity and all that thing to them. Like, you're really taking care of them. That's awesome. Like, you don't really hear that. I'm sure it probably does happen, but not much. But I think that's fantastic of you guys. And, sounds like, you guys are still practicing, putting in a lot of effort, trying to perfect whatever it is, talent that each individual has. So I know for sure I'm going to tune in on May 9th, and I hope our listeners do too also. So, Sharika, what else do you have for Mr. Adam?
Man, I'm in awe right now. This is a major look. Talk about innovative. Talk about just superb adaptation. It's not like you made lemonade out of lemon. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you for that, and I also will be tuning in. But I just want to ask you, Adam. You gave us some nuggets. You gave us some idea of what to expect. I heard you mention, a variety of artists, entertainment, such as a DJ. Whoa, and what to expect? Like, are these like competitive artists, or is it just a nice concert layout?
It's a little of both. This is what I say. It's a concert layout. Like I said, phenomenal talent and everything like that. So it's going to be a laid out show that you probably wouldn't believe, is going to happen, especially with this quarantine things going on. But it's going to be a concert layout. But these artists are competitive, not in a bad way though. As far as like competitive and like, hey, I can't let you out rehearse me. I saw how great you were doing. Nah, I got to step it up and everything. So that's what's going to make it a great show too, because they love if, this person is giving that energy, they want to come back and give even more energy to a crowd and stuff. But they're always working together, hyping each other up, things of that nature. So it's competitive in a fun way. But yeah, it's nothing but camaraderie on here.
That's pretty cool. And can you just give us, I know Roland and I, our listeners, our partners at the Setup Podcast, we will be interviewing all of the artists for this award. Yay, right? So, Mr. Adam, can you tell us who we will be speaking with throughout this week and next week?
Yes, like for instance, I know Ms. Roland, she said when she asked the question earlier about the artists were from all over, one of the artists actually, Tommy Soul, one of the artists you'll be interviewing this week. He's from York, Pennsylvania. So he came all the way from Pennsylvania down here. And when I say phenomenal singer, yeah, Tommy Soul got a comedian, a really good comedian, AJ Wilkerson from Gainesville, Florida. So we got a DJ. He's in Atlanta right now, but from down south, DJ Nightquill, and really good DJ. So we got a variety of different talent on this show.
Wonderful. I'm excited, Roland. What about you? Well, I can't wait. But I'm listening to him. So it's like, how can we get involved? Like, I can't audition for nothing because you sound like you might be too strict, and I don't think I have the talent for you. But like, how can we get involved to help push this out and to help, get people involved in this? Because I know I've been home for quite some time, and I go on Instagram a lot to watch these versus competitive beat things or whatnot. Or some people just like to put on a live show, and it keeps me entertained, things like that. So, like, this is a time for it. You have people at home, stranded at home basically, but because they can be safe. And so this kind of entertainment is something different from what we're seeing so far on Instagram. It's just not just the singing. You said you have comedy,